are you doing, my people? Welcome to another video. So today I have decided I'll be doing a series of 10 videos on different days for the next 10 days. This series of video entails information on how you can arrive in Australia, get things running for within a period of 10 days, settling yourself, and even moving out of your host's place. So welcome to this series of 10 days. I'll be dropping a video each and every day for the next 10 days. So karibu sana, and kindly subscribe, comment, and share to your friends who are going to move to Australia or who are planning to move to Australia soonest. Karibu sana to the first video. This is our day 1 video. So I've been saying before that plan yourself very well before your day of traveling to Australia. Plan your itinerary very well. Plan everything that you need to bring along with you to Australia. And so today we are going to deal with the first day when you arrive to Australia. So day 1 when you arrive to Australia, if you arrive during the day, kindly ensure that you acquire a SIM card. There are different companies that can enable you to acquire SIM cards. So you can acquire one from Vodafone or any other different company that you will be comfortable with. When getting a SIM card, you will be asked to choose your plan. And this plan you will be paying monthly. It could be a plan for $40 per month, $45 per month, depending on how you will use the SMS, how you will be making phone calls, how you will be using the bundles. There is also one for $25 and $30. So you will have to choose your plan when buying the SIM card. When buying the SIM card, you will need your passport and your visa. So make sure you have these two when you're going to buy a SIM card. It will cost differently depending on your plan. So you can get one for $30 depending on the company that you are buying from. You can get one for $40, you can get one for $45. So you choose from the plan. You will know the cost depending on the plan that you want. Number 2, getting during day 1, if you arrive during the day, maybe morning or when you still have time. But if you arrive at night, the next day is what you're going to process the Pang account. So the second thing you need to do within the first day is to get yourself Pang accounts. So request your host to take you to any bank. It can be Westpac Bank, it can be Commonwealth Bank. There is also another one known as AZN Bank. There are different banks in Australia, and you can get a bank account from any of those. So when you are going to get bank accounts, ensure you have your passport, your visa as well, and there is nothing more. It's just like Kenya. You're just going to open a bank account, and also ensure you open 2 bank accounts in Australia. You can as well come along with your bank cards from Kenya. If you place some money in that bank card, even if you don't have any money in that bank account, just come along with it. It will assist you in some few days that we are going to discuss in some coming days, maybe day 4 or day 3. So I've mentioned that in day 1, make sure you have a SIM card and you also have 2 Pang accounts from Australia. And then the same day, ensure you download application which you will be using to apply for jobs. There are different applications, but for a beginner, I would advise you to download an application known as Seek.Australia. There is also another one known as Indeed. So make sure you download this application. It will familiarize yourself with them. It will help you in applying for different jobs that will suit you. Number 3, you need to book for your first aid and CPR training within the same day. And also you can book for your manual handling training. So when you are booking for your first aid training, it is always combined first aid and CPR training. Ensure that you have enough money in your Pang card it always goes for 95 Australian dollars. So ensure you have this amount when you are coming, because you will need them to book and be trained for the first aid and CPR. In Australia, you are required to have this qualification to be able to be employed in different companies, be it in the warehouse, be it in the health sector. It is a requirement for everyone in Australia, or whoever is going to join the workplace, to have first aid and CPR trainings and certification. So ensure in day one, request your host or whoever is going to be near you to help you in applying for the CPR and first aid training. So as I mentioned, ensure you have 95 Australian dollars in your bank account, be it in your bank card from Kenya or in your new account that you have created in, or you have opened in Australia. Number 5, as I mentioned, ensure you book your manual training for you to acquire certification, because most of us, when we come here, we are going to begin with casual jobs, more so in warehouses. By the time we are joining maybe in health industries or community service sector, like aged care or disability, we will have taken some time working in maybe cleaning sector or warehouse sector. So you will need a training on manual handling, and this training goes for 135 Australian dollars. So also, when you are coming here, ensure you have this amount of money. It will help you in training for manual handling. And also in day one, make sure you know people near you, people around you. This is the day when you are new. People are also moving so fast. So at least in this day, make sure you know at least the friends to your host, or call a few friends, because I am sure when you are coming from Kenya, at least you know someone who is in Australia already. So make sure you call and check on them, and know at least those people who are near you, because these are the people who are going to assist you in moving for different, maybe opening the bank accounts, going for your training, maybe first aid training. They will be taking you to your manual handling training. So in this day, make sure you also know them. And the last thing that you need to do in this day is to download applications where you are going to check in for accommodations and apply for different accommodations. So there are different applications that people use here in Australia to check and find accommodation. The likes of Flatmates, the likes of Camptree, and some people are using Facebook as well. You can join different groups. If you are coming to Brisbane, maybe you can join Brisbane groups or Queensland groups, which will help you in identifying different accommodations. So in this day, you can as well ensure that this application, you download them while in Kenya. Although I've been advising you not to come along with to buy new phones while in Kenya, because we have different systems here, charging systems in Australia. So don't bother yourself to buy a new phone because you are moving to Australia. Just use your phone that you have been using. When you arrive here, you will buy a new phone. So this is also another assignment. When you're going to buy your SIM card and you have some money to buy a phone, buy them there at once, ndio usishinde kama unaenda ukirudi. So but if you have a phone from Kenya and you don't have enough money to buy a new phone here, they always have a plan. I always don't advise people to take a 4-year plan, but if that is the option that you have at that moment, kindly do so. A plan is where you're going to pay monthly, maybe $30 per month for a phone for a certain period of time. I've seen most people using it and it has been effective for them. But if you see yourself and you can identify that your phone is going to work for you here in Australia, kindly use it as you save some money for trainings and everything. Yeah. Another advice, if you are booking for your first aid and the CPR trainings as well as manual handling trainings, make sure you book to the nearest day, because you will need this certificate to apply for different jobs. So if you arrive here, let's say for example you arrive on Tuesday, apply for a training day to be maybe on Thursday, as near as you can, to be on Thursday or Friday. If you arrive here on Thursday or maybe Friday, apply to do the training over the weekend on Saturday, or do it on Monday. Don't overstay, because when you are applying for these jobs or when you are attending any interview, you will be required to give the certification, which is the main requirement in most of the jobs. Actually, majority of the jobs will ask you if you have your first aid certification. So kindly make sure you have it within the shortest period as you can. So in summary, I've said when you arrive in the UN, ensure you have a SIM card, and if you have to buy a phone, buy within the same place where you're going to acquire the SIM card. Make sure you open a bank account, and not just one but 2 bank accounts here in Australia. Then make sure you download a job application which you are going to use to apply for jobs. I mean job apps. Yeah. Make sure you also download accommodation apps, the likes of Country, the likes of Flatmates. Make sure you book for your first aid and CPR training, and also make sure you book for your manual handling training. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Kindly subscribe to my channel, comment and like. In case you have any question, kindly send me a comment. I will respond to each and every one question. I will also attach some links for different application and different websites where you are going to apply for your first aid training and manual handling training. Thank you so much, and see you in our day 2 video. See you, bye.